Hello riders, today on the vlog is a part 2 of the fundamentals of the off-road riding on the Enfield Himalayan in Wales with Motojunkies. And in this episode, we are going to apply what we learned in the previous one in the real world. We've been told that it's going to be easy, relaxed trail riding. It wasn't. We've been learning a hell lot of new skills, as well as applying everything what we learned in the morning on the slippery grass. Starting with riding down the slope, instead of a grass, we had slippery stones that were moving. We had to ride through the stream, through the big deep puddles, literally knee deep. So if you will look at my knees, that's how long? It's like, I don't know, 30 centimeters deep. Very deep puddles, lots of them. Riding down, up, turning, oh my god, the trail was cracked, it was full of stones, it was slippery, it was everything. So we had to apply on these pretty heavy, for what we did for the beginners bikes, we had to apply the skills that we learned. It wasn't just an off-road part that was fun. Wales is so beautiful. Oh my god, I forgot how beautiful Wales is. And to get to a beautiful, gorgeous, scenic trail, we had to ride a beautiful, gorgeous, scenic road, which I want to share with you as well. And then you get into the little villages and you get to slow down to up to 20 miles per hour and enjoy those buildings. It's just incredible. Literally, guys, I like, from having the skill, dramatic skill improvement in the morning, to riding the most beautiful views on the road, and then I know we'll get to the trail at the end. It has been a day worth a week of living. It's incredible. I couldn't recommend Motojunkies enough. Just how they do the course, how they adjust it to everyone, and how they, like, the places they take you and how they get it comfortable for you. It's amazing. And just like that, the road turned into the river. And I never rode through the river before.
So, the ways of crossing water. One, if you're dead fancy, you stand on your pegs. Like we're doing this morning, just intuitively see the field, because sometimes you can't see the bottom of the water. The risk with doing it standing up is obviously you are higher up, so if you do start to tip down, then you're going to be lucky to save your bike. The next way of doing it is if you do it on the pegs, sorry, not on the pegs, sitting down, and possibly with your feet out to the side. So you can either do it sitting down ready, if you do drop, put your feet down, or inch your way across, almost like having your feet.
Oh, so it's okay to do that?
Yeah, it's okay to do that, absolutely.
How about the stream? Will it not affect?
That's absolutely. I've just walked across it to get a feel of it, because if that was flowing quicker or was deeper, the danger will be to try and wash you sideways. And you quite often get this on rivers after heavy rain. Not quite in spate, but when there's a high flow rate, you can be going across pebbly bottoms where they're quite smooth, and fundamentally it does take you sideways and it can be quite difficult. There are ways of doing that. You start to basically you go diagonally upstream, so you've got less of the cross effect going on. But this one here has got a nice smooth surface underneath and it's quite grippy underneath. It doesn't try to wipe me sideways, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
And I'm quite happy that we can do it comfortably, sitting on the bikes a little bit at a time.
It would be easier if that would be straight.
Yeah, but where's the challenge in that?
You said the afternoon won't be challenging.
Well,
You lied. You lied like a cheap watch.
All right. But I'm right twice a day.
Oh my god, to get in is so scary.
I feel like once the wheels are in it, you realise it's not pushing you and you feel okay. But I feel like when you approach it, you're like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
You know, this is a beautiful sound as well.
But when you are in, it's like whatever, like it's no difference than riding on the road.
No, absolutely. We're not going fast, so we're not looking at aquaplaning or anything like that. I've already walked across, we know there's grip there. We know the sideways pressure, if you like, is not going to cause any problems. So we just enjoy it. But when you come to that corner and you're going to dip into it, you're thinking, oh my lord.
Yeah, and the stream looks a lot stronger than it is. Actually, you don't feel any of that.
No, that was good. But the questions you asked before about the pushing sideways bit, absolutely right, because you need to get that right before you go into the water. You don't guess with water. I mean, people do guess and they try and get away with it, but it can ruin your day and ruin your ride.
So having a road closure actually turned into a very, very valuable lesson how to go through the water, because I never went through the water and that was very scary, and that stream looked quite strong. But it turns out going through the stream like this, it was no difference than going on the road. I couldn't feel anything different. It was absolutely doable and I had no issues whatsoever doing that. And just look at that little trail and the views. Wow. All right. I think that is almost equal to Montenegro, if not equal. Britain has so much to offer except from the weather, but I can't complain. It was raining all morning. Everything is wet, but now it's not raining and I'm grateful for that. And it's not too cold. However, when you're doing proper trails, when we did training, it was so hot. Literally, I was sweating how hot it was. So if you live in Wales, I understand why people riding off-road, because you can ride all year round. Off-road is amazing. And we will be going around the mountain that is called, translated from Welsh, it's called Giant's Chair. I'm not trying to pronounce it because I forgot it instantly when I was told, but it's called that because a giant used to sit in it and watch around the views like this. Bracing the water.
I deliberately leave some distance so I can go my own speed rather than constantly adjusting to someone. I found that gives me a lot more space in my head, mainly. I chose the worst part of this. I can't change it now, can I? Whew. Oh fuck. Woo! That was scary. Whew. We have a situation here. That is deep. Do you think I'll be okay to ride through that?
Sit down. Because you can't see the bottom.
So I have to have my feet in.
You will be okay. but there's a couple of little rocks in there. So I would possibly, when you come to this one, just do it sitting down.
Okay.
These are the two sort of deep or three deepest ones, and after that it gets pretty dry.
Big puddles, big ones with the stones, slippery stones like this. Okay. Okay, let's go. One, two, Jesus. Oh dear. That was sketchy shit. I could feel it.
I have about a litre of water in my shoes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, did you got it on the phone? Me going through that big ass puddle. Oh my god, I did that.
Brilliant, really good. Really good. Fantastic. I love seeing, you know, I love seeing people develop and do stuff. Because like you get that daunting thing before you do it and you think,
Yeah, but you said the afternoon will be easy.
yeah,
It will be not challenging. Remember, he said that it was gonna be easy.
Falling over the puddles happens a lot slower than falling over on the grass.
yeah.
It's like, ah.
Both of you had some pretty impressive dive and roll this morning. That was good actually. They were good. But this is different. You stayed dry as well, didn't you?
Almost.
Almost.
You regret the white suit.
Just look at that. It's shit and rocks and just about everything. Bloody hell. Oh, bloody cow. By this point, I'm very tired. And you know, if you think it's easy, it's a 200 kilogram bike that I'm going on a very uneven surface with very unfamiliar position of riding, and it's a lot to take on. It's definitely a lot. There's a lot of swimming today. had an amazing pizza yesterday. We stayed overnight at Motojunkies, and I feel like I just worn it all out today. Bloody hell.
Fundamentally, engine braking would be quite handy on this. First gear, it'll probably be quite right speed. There is a couple of corners, so we want to lose any speed we do have before those corners, so we don't slip out on the corner because it's like a gravelly thing. I'm going to go around it and then obviously just re-engage if you like. So there's nothing that we haven't done, and we're just going to relax and take our time. You can go quicker than idle speed, you can go first or second gear, but obviously the quicker we go, the bouncier it's going to get. So you choose what you want to do. There's certainly one gate, if not two gates, part way down, but I'll keep periodically stopping, just make sure we regroup and that everybody's okay. And if we need to stop and have a break, we will stop and have a break.
Is it that hard?
No.
Yeah, but you say it as it is very hard.
I do, don't I? It's not. What's happened is we've come towards the end of the day, and it's been quite an intense and busy day, and that's what's making it hard. But it's not as steep as what we've done this morning on the grass. It's not as slippy as what we've done on the grass. We've just got to apply those techniques as we go down, and it'll be absolutely fine.
Leave nice big space, so I'm not freaking out.
So we're going to switch the ignition off because we don't want the engine to jump start or anything like that. And we're basically going to paddle our way down, sitting on the seat with our legs out on the side. Obviously we know that we're on a camber here, so at the moment, if you put your leg down on this side...
Yeah, it's nowhere to put it.
Exactly. So ideally we'll get ourselves down here, and then we fundamentally freewheel the bike rolling. We use our front brake with a lever, and we let the clutch out as a rear brake. So I'm going to walk with you.
Okay.
I'm going to be on this side.
I think the worst for me is now to get there.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped here, because I had the skid here, and I thought if I'll have another one, I'll just go straight here.
Yeah, I can see the skid actually. You can see the...
You can see my skids, yeah.
It's not a problem.
The technique we used is using a clutch as the rear brake and the front brake, and because it's down the hill, just rolling down, using long legs to paddle around, so I'm not freaking out. Whew. So it's gonna be easy. Stones are not easy at all. Stones are very hard.
grateful for Motojunkies, for Gareth, for pushing me through, for not just taking my bike and riding it around the bend that was scary, but telling that I have to do it, I have to do it the other way.
Over this little brow, we've got down here a little stream, over a brow, and then the tarmac road's there. Okay. Doing well.
Okay. Bloody hell. That last gravelly puddle was a challenge, wasn't it?
Did you see me nearly wipe it on that puddle?
I saw it, that's why I stopped.
Oh, I'm so sorry!
I felt like, oh my god, I think I'm so tired that I'm freaking out over the smallest thing now.
So I nearly went down in that puddle like 6 times in a row.
I saw it and I thought like, this is the sketchiest probably of all the puddles.
It was a pretty sketchy puddle.
Yeah, I could feel it's very gravelly, but it's no big stones, it's more like a loose. So I like
through it, just accelerate on.
Yeah, that's what I thought, like I need a momentum.
Yeah, and you did, when it started getting wobbly and you saw the exit, you just powered out.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
If you doubt, throttle out, which works sometimes.
Works up 50%.
What do they say? It might not save the situation, but you'll get there quicker.
Yeah. I don't like slippery big stones.
Yeah.
No, the stones.
They are my worst.
And to be honest, we're on quite heavy bikes.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of weight to deal with as well. And when we do skid out, we've got to control that weight.
Yeah,
Whereas if you're on lighter bikes, you've got less math to correct, if you like. Brilliant. We're probably 100 metres off, and it's good. It's been good. And then
we can go cry in the shower and pretend that we're okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, finally! I loved everything, and I love that I had to struggle, because if I wouldn't have to, it means I'm still in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I had to go through the time when it was too difficult for me.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it, because I was like completely out of my comfort zone, completely naked, and still had to make it through, and I made it through.
You did.
I feel like I'm still processing it all. I feel like I've taken in so much stuff that's happened today. My brain is still going.
Yeah.
So, but it was really good.
Brilliant, because we've covered a lot. You know, look at the very basics from where we started. Literally riding across grass to start with, wet grass, because it was raining all night. We had a very loose surface on the top, and okay, how do we deal with that? but we learned how to deal with that because there are techniques and effectively it's a bit of a toolkit. Moving on as the day progresses, obviously a really nice road section. I've not ridden these bikes before at all, and I was impressed with that on the road. It was nice. So we did a nice climb up to that start of that trail. And the trail is what the trail is. It's gravelly, it's a bit wet. We talked about how we deal with puddles, what happens when we drop the bike in puddles, what things we check for.
What happens? Kill switch! Wait for someone to pick it up.
And very rarely are we out riding solo. So if we've got people riding with us, well, let's wait for them to come give us a hand because we're not after straining ourselves, we're not after knackering ourselves out.
Yeah.
It's a team thing that we're doing.
I really got hooked. I really want to do more of that. I really want to wear these boots properly in and get used to them because I'm still so clumsy in them and I want to get better. I want to fly through those puddles. I want to splash them all around up to above my head and make a rainbow. That's what I want to do eventually, and I hope that my lifetime will be enough for that, to learn the skills a little bit closer to the skills that Gareth has, sharing it with the time that they spend in the workshop, learning the skills, and a little bit closer to the skills that Simon has. A lot to learn, and I want to encourage every single one of you do something different on your motorcycle sometime soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.